We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell.
And off we go in our nation's capital. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Right to the air is Daniels.
Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's Ekeler again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw is Daniels.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now out come the Steelers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Pickens is coming off a season where he eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career and averaged a league-leading 18.1 yards per reception. He is truly a budding superstar, and the Steelers are going to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down, as they've got it as we resume action. Now Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here's Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Daniels.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This 2nd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw again. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Wilson.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Harris running straight ahead.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. Now Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Van Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Running on first down, Eckler.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Back to throw.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Wilson.
That's to Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now Wilson.
Finding Washington.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Now second down and a few inches.
Wilson to throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And bulldozing his way through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it's Washington's turn.
Trailing by 4. A little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
And that's complete to Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw.
Open man is Noah Brown. Oh, and that a very short game. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.